Hey everyone, so tonight I'm doing a review on the Marvel Legends Bullseye from the Man-Thing wave. So he does come with the left arm of Man-Thing, and I really like this Bullseye. He will take over the spot of my Toy Biz one, and I'll show you why. I can't talk tonight. But we'll let him finish up his little 360. There's a lot of things I really like about him. I love all the accessories. I'm glad they did the classic looking suit, just kind of a little updated. I love the holsters. There's just quite a bit about this figure I think is really cool. So I'll go ahead and let it finish and we'll check out the details. Alright guys, so first off he comes with the right arm of Man-Thing, which looks awesome. Makes me want to finish him even more now that I have two of the pieces out of the 6. So I'll let that there. And then he also comes with two interchangeable hands. It's got more of like a pointy hand, like I'm gonna shoot you next. The next hand's kind of more just a gripping hand, so he's got two different gripping hands. This one looks more kind of like the knife holding hand, and he's got the throwing dagger hand, and then this hand's got the trigger finger for like the handgun. I really like this. This is one thing I really was excited about when I first saw him. I like this unmasked head where he looks all nuts. He's got the knocked out tooth, the bullseye on his forehead. Just looks really cool. And then I'll show you also why I was really excited about this. A friend brought this idea up to me, so I'll show you in a second. Alright, so getting in the figure, I'm using the throwing daggers hand, which I will swap out. Pull it out like a peg, and it's got this translucent, looks kind of yellow, probably on the camera, but it's still clear. But it's got the 3 daggers, which look really cool. It's got the little handles, and they're kind of bendy, so you don't have to worry about them breaking off, which is nice. So, but it looks really cool. I just really like that. You've got these, because you can create those cool little action scenes. Let me do the pointing finger, like, there you go. But anyway, and he also comes with 2 holsters. He's got the knife here, very cool. It's kind of the same blade that we've seen with U.S. Agent, Punisher. I mean, we've seen this knife quite a bit. Very cool though. And then he's got the same gun that we've seen from, I believe, Shield Agent. Oh, of course. Nice. I can never hang on to things. I don't know where that gun just went. Somewhere on the floor. But anyway, we'll go ahead and go over. Jeez, camera. Go over the figure. I think this head sculpt looks awesome. I like the creepy grin with his missing tooth. I think that looks really cool. Mine does have a little paint blemish right there on the top there, where not enough white got in there. Overall, the circle looks really good. It's nice and clean. It's got the little dot there. It looks good. It's in the center. But overall, I think it looks really cool. Kind of crazy looking, which is kind of what you want. You can see the little ear bump on the sides there. And then this is one thing I like. I like how this is painted on, whereas the Toy Biz one, it was a separate piece. And it just kind of, over time, it would kind of flop up. I've gone through two Bullseyes, and just from playing with posing them around and stuff, the glue has kind of come undone, so I don't have to worry about this one, which is kind of something I like. Some people prefer the piece on, other people like the paint. But overall, the paint's pretty clean, except right there, after I say that. Overall, I like how it matches where the 2 pieces of plastic match. There's no black up here and black down here. Looks good. You're going to see it continues on the inside of the armpit. Same thing on the back here. And this side, is it good? Yep, that's good. Yeah, that's good. Awesome. And then just kind of that dark navy blue, and then it continues down his arms. Got the white gloves on, and the dark blue lines all the way through. Looks good. This side too. Looks good. Got the white belt. One thing this is kind of pegged in, so it does kind of, if you want it down lower, it does put some pressure on there, and you kind of see the peg start to show. So I kind of have my belt up, so it's kind of a little weird to me. That's one thing that I guess I would say that kind of bothers me. But I do like how you can holster both his weapons. I think that looks really cool. Got the little pouches in the front. There's no paint detailing besides the little silver buckle right here on the front of his thigh. Otherwise the rest doesn't really have any paint detailing. You can see texturing and stitching and everything, but there's no actual paint detailing on there. And it continues with the dark blue on his legs, and it has the white boots with the blue stripe. So very basic, but it's just such a cool Bullseye. I really like him. So his head looks up. We're going to go over the articulation. Not that far. Looks down very far. It's left and right. got ball joints in the shoulders, also the armpit joint, which allows a lot of motion. Move out that much, move down, forward, and back. It's got a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, no forearm articulation, rotation at the wrist, also a hinge. There should be a hinge. Yeah, there it is, the hinge at the wrist. He's got a nice ab crunch. Crunches forward about that much, crunches back about that much. Got a waist swivel, and yeah, that will kind of wiggle that loose, so that's kind of a bummer. Kicks forward, and does not much of the splits at all. He's got an upper bicep thigh swivel, double jointed knees. He's got boot rotation, ankles move down, they move up, and he's also got the nice ankle rocker, and then pedals the bottom of the feet. Also on mine, the joints aren't super tight, especially on the arms and the legs. Ab crunch is great, but just a little bit, I don't know, it doesn't take much pushing to kind of get these to move, which is, this guy's fresh out of the package too, so it's one thing I would say. I just maybe, hopefully not everyone's like that. But we'll go ahead and show you guys how tall Bullseye is. I was going to do the height of Bullseye, but first I thought to show you guys what I plan to do with that unmasked head. So currently I use this Hawkeye from Odin Wave to do my Dark Hawkeye for my Dark Avenger. So I was going to pop his head off and just kind of stick his head unmasked on this. I think that looks kind of crazy. I think that would fit in well with my Dark Avenger. So that's my plan with that unmasked head. I think that looks really cool. But okay, so I'm going to show you guys how tall Bullseye is. Alright guys, so Bullseye stands a little over, just a little over 6 inches tall. So I'll go ahead and show you guys a comparison of him next to the first non-variant Toy Biz one, just so you can kind of see the differences in their looks. I still like the Hasbro one more, but this one definitely has more paint detailing on this flesh tone. Excuse me, sorry. But on the Hasbro one, you can definitely see it covers up the ears. The Toy Biz one does not. So there's just subtle differences. Obviously the bullseyes on their foreheads are different, but you can kind of see the look they were going after. The gloves are definitely different. But still, this Toy Biz one's still a very cool figure. I'm just really liking all the accessories the new Hasbro one comes with, whereas the Toy Biz one didn't come with anything, so I'm kind of bummed. I gave him that little knife. But here's the variant next to Hasbro, so you can guys see the more angry face. He's got all of his teeth, the Toy Biz one. But very cool. Just so you guys can see the differences. But overall, I mean, I still like the Hasbro one a lot more. Just like all the accessories it comes with. A lot of people are kind of torn because the Toy Biz ones are awesome figures. They really are. I mean, they're around the same height. I mean, and the Toy Biz ones have great articulation. They have the articulated fingers, so you can kind of get them doing different hand motions if you chose. But yeah, I'm really liking this Hasbro one. I really like the alternate head, being able to make Dark Hawkeye look even more crazy. But there you go, guys. Hope you guys, enough of my rambling. Hope you guys liked my review on Bullseye. Please leave a comment, hit the like button, and subscribe if you haven't. Alright, thanks guys. Have a great night. Take care.